Okay, hi guys, how is it going? So, failure. I wanted to have a little quick chat about some thoughts that were rattling around in my tiny little pea brain. And that was, it is a cliche to say that, you learn more from your mistakes than you do from your successes. And yes, it's cliche, you hear it all the time, but it's so completely true. And I think people should really embrace their failures. And I also think that people should share their failures a bit more often because the reason what got me thinking about this is this is a bit of a photography misadventure that I had recently when the snows were coming into Cornwall, and snow in Cornwall is really quite rare, and I was working all day and I didn't get a chance to go out there and get any footage or shots or anything. And so it was like 2 in the morning, and I was like, right, screw it, this is my last chance. I'm just going to get on my bike and go. I couldn't even drive anywhere because the road had iced up and I couldn't get the van up and down the hill. So I just got on my bike and I rode to the beach. In my mind, I'm thinking that I'm going to get these amazing, shots of like the beach covered in snow in Cornwall, which is such a rarity, and I get the stars above it, and it's, I'll do these long exposures. It's going to be really sort of ethereal and mystic, and it's going to be just so cool. That's not what happened. I got sort of halfway there. I'm already cold and getting a bit miserable. It's obviously quite hard going over all the ice. I fell off the bike a couple of times. And I get to the beach, and then the winds start coming in. The wind's coming off the sea, like northerly wind, and it's like 30 miles an hour, blowing sort of sleet and snow into my face. And I'm soon realizing, I can't put the tripod up in this. It's just going to rattle around everywhere. I'm not going to get any long exposures. So I tried to get some sort of handheld shots in high ISO, which obviously clearly isn't going to be the best scenario. My hand, I'm wearing these big gloves. I'm getting cold. I've got icicles on my beard. I'm traipsing across these sand dunes, sort of falling into dark holes because, this is Cornwall at 2 in the morning with an overcast sky. We're talking like proper dark. The Sony is a fantastic camera and it can see way better than I can, so it makes it look like it's a lot brighter than it is. But believe me, I could not see jack shit apart from what my bike light was shining on. Anyway, so it was a massive failure. I came back with these random high ISO sort of noisy photos. On the way home, the wind did drop a little bit, and I took some random sort of shots around Hale where I live, like the kiddie park and the skate park, and some other just random stuff. Because I was just like, right, I'm gonna get my money's worth. But anyway, the end of the story is I got home, sort of about 3 hours later, freezing cold, all my gear's wet, so I got snow on my lens, I got, icicles in my beard, I'm frustrated, I'm fed up, and I'm just thinking, why the frig did I do that? There was no thought process there. I just left the house. I didn't have any kind of proper destination in mind. I didn't have any plan of attack. It was just a massive misadventure, and I, wasted several hours of my life. But thinking back now, looking at these images, yes, I did not get what I wanted to go for, and yes, I was right to be a bit disappointed. But I did something. I got out there and I tried, and you don't know if you don't go. And like I say, you have to embrace the failure because that is exactly what makes you better. That is exactly the thing that hones your skills and fires your brain in different directions and makes you creative. So I say, get a big bath full of failure and rub it all over yourself and just lap that shit up because that's the good stuff. If you meet someone in your life that says they've never failed, they will likely be dull as dishwater. They never would have created anything amazing in their lives. Well, it doesn't need to be amazing, but they never would have created much in their lives. That they would have had a ridiculously easy ride, and they're not going to have the character. They're not going to have, the level of sort of knowledge in their heads that they've honed over years of fucking up that someone who puts themselves out there hopefully does. I'm not saying that that's me, but at least I give it a go. That's the main thing. And I think, yeah, and share your failures, share things, because people relate to, I hope people relate to the failure, the misadventure, but also, they might learn from your mistakes as well. So it's all good. It's all good, guys. Enjoy the failure, embrace it, because it's the journey, it's the part of the journey that makes you better at whatever it is you want to be good at. Anyway, guys, there you go. That was what was rattling around in my head. One take wonder, and I shall sign out there. And yeah, like I say, thumbs up for failure. I can't see anything with my naked eye.